Welcome back to the Temple of Tomes with your host, Indie Comics Jones. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is the second one I've done today, so give me a break. It's episode 32, June 24th, 2020, of course. And I want to just mention real quick, if you saw the last one, which is episode 31, we did A Man Among Ye. I forgot to tell you what the tally for the other reviews were. There were 2 reviews that recommended it and 1 review that didn't. And I would kind of maybe avoid the one that did, because he started off talking for about 3 or 4 minutes about guns and all these what kind of ammunition to use and which ones for the right situation. And he was talking kind of scary. It was kind of freaked me out about he thought things were going to start falling apart big time. So anyway, so 3 votes yes, 1 vote no on this one. And the one that voted no, I don't know if I put a lot of credence into it. Yeah, it was he talks about all these guns and everything. Then he said it was too bloody, and it was too feminist. So, and it is based on a true character. So I don't know how you could really get with that. But anyway, that was the score on that. I just wanted to get back on that. Because if I can't give you the shipping totals, at least I can give you what the other reviews said so far. Okay, like I said, this is going to be Dead Body Road. It's a sequel called Bad Blood. Now, I didn't read the first batch that came through here. This is an Image comic again. Skybound is the imprint for it. And it was written by Justin Jordan, who has done a number of books, mostly for an issue called Spread. And I can't remember the publisher on that one, if it was DC or not. I don't think it was DC. But Spread, and it might have been Image. Green Lantern, and let's see, that's DC, of course. Green Lantern and New Guardians. It's like a pair up. And also The Curse of Brimstone, that was a DC. And then last one was I can't read it from here. Shadow Man. Oh no, I'm sorry. No, that's right. Shadow Man. I think it's Shadow Man. And that was a Valiant. So I'm sorry, I'm messing this up really bad. The artiste is Benjamin Tijsma, and he's worked on a lot of Teenage Ninja Turtle comic books for IDW, as well as Harbinger Renegade for Valiant. So he's got a little bit of background as well. Now, the thing I might just mention real quick about this book is, like, I think you were supposed to have read the previous issue to kind of know the setup on it. It's funny because I was looking at the reviews. I could only find 1 review on this. I look at Dead Body Road, right? So the 1 review, they liked it a lot. It was Comic Book University. Gave it a thumbs up, and I'm giving it a thumbs up as well. I recommend this one. It does it with some caveats. One, that if you haven't read it before, it seems like you are kind of very new to what's going on. There's not a lot of backstory or anything to get you up to speed. You're just kind of thrown in there. And the other thing is, when I was looking up the other reviews and looking up Dead Body Road, there was some pretty gruesome stuff that was popping up. Like actual dead bodies on roads and stuff. I was like, wow, YouTube. That's crazy. But yeah, I scrolled for a while and said, I got to get out of here. But I only found 1. And then, of course, there's one guy that, like, scans all the pages, but to music, he doesn't say anything. Let's take a look at the talent that worked on here real quick. Kind of get in there a little bit. Justin Jordan, Benjamin Tijsman, Matt Lopes on color. And I did like the colors on this, even though it was a little on the dark side. If you've followed my channel, you know that I typically don't like the coloring on these. But he did the coloring in a way that certain things kind of pop. And so it starts out, there's this guy named Monk that wants to hunt down this guy named Hunter. So he sends this guy named Cutter after him to his to Hunter's sister's tavern called the Country Squire. That sounds pretty fancy dancy. And his sister's name's Bree, by the way. And I think she might have been the hero of the first series. Like, none of the characters at the beginning here come out as likable at all. Let's look at the art. Is really pretty nice in here, though. So I'm assuming that she's the one we're supposed to follow, because everybody hassled her, basically. But she doesn't even really come off as any really redeeming of any kind. But she seems to know how to handle herself with her fists and guns and getting out of predicaments and such. And she runs into this sheriff guy. They're looking for Hunter. They're all looking for Hunter. And she just says, I don't know where he is. And I believe her that she does not look at it here. And this is kind of creepy, this picture, this sheriff. So I have a feeling the sheriff might be an evil figure to come in future issues, but I'm not know that for sure. Just the way he's drawn and the way he smirks throughout. He's known her they've known each other pretty much their whole lives. Like, maybe, I'm assuming she's like 30, because he mentioned somewhere that he's known her for 25 years. So we go in, we find Hunter, and he's just hanging out with his girlfriend. There's no real explanation what they're doing there. She seems to want to stay put, and he wants to run, so I think they do end up running. And she closes up shop, and she gets warned again by some other guy. Okay, so that was pretty much it. She's been warned like twice that, where's your brother? If you're not telling her, this could be trouble for you. She ends up going to this I'm assuming it's her house, but I don't know that for certain. Breaks down the door, and she is packing, and she gets knocked out. And this is where she meets up with Cutter, and he's kind of this crazy, loony guy that's going to find out where her brother is by means of torture. And she lures him close in and pretty much takes him out. But in the meantime, there's another fire. It's like the last issue I was reading that breaks out after the fight. And she takes off. She's able to get out of there. And this is kind of how it ends. So we don't really know where the brother is. She just says, I'm coming. So I'm assuming she's going back to the original guy, Monk, in the first page, to find out what the heck this is all about, or to protect her brother. We don't know what the brother has done. This Monk guy actually beats up some other guy because he was supposed to take care of somebody and he didn't do it. But it's kind of a big mystery. I mean, there's no holes in the plot so far that I can see. It just doesn't fill you in a lot. It's just mysterious enough to keep you interested, and the art is really good. You can see the way the colors are kind of popping on that. This is the guy he beats up at the beginning. This is Monk, is this big guy. And they called him Monk because when he was in the army, he didn't, or I guess a gang, he didn't drink or womanize, didn't cuss or anything like that. So they always like, what are you, a monk? And then I guess because of the way he was living his life, he outlived his colleagues, so to speak, and was now in charge. But he kind of has kind of a Clint Eastwood type look to him, with a bigger body perhaps. But yeah, I like this comic. I'll be following up with that. Future issues coming up that I want to speak about real nice. We're going to do a couple previews for September. The one that Diamond's preview that has all the Odd Lot publishers on it. And then I have the Marvel one, so we'll do that as well. And I still have 2 more issues of Fair Lady, the mystery detective, supposed to be the Magnum P.I. spinoff or Gender Bender. Got those to go through, so we'll be doing that. So we have some things scheduled to coming up. And I hope you're tuning in. I hope you're enjoying this because I'm having a lot of fun doing it. So for tonight, I want to bid you farewell. Take care. Be kind to everyone. This is Indie Comics Jones signing off from the Temple of Tomes.